I painted my PC black so it'd run faster, but it only stopped working.
Hello guys, welcome back to Nerdsplain.
And I know it's been a while.
It's Collin's fault.
Yeah, it is I got real sick.
Yeah, he got sick, his voice was all fucked up and stuff, and y'all would have had to listen to like an old Jewish guy.
Is that what it sounded like?
Yeah. It sounded like you... Do your imitation of the old Jewish guy, and that's exactly what you sounded like 24/7.
Oh, you hit your wife. You big man. You hit your wife. Like that.
That's a Jew. What kind of Jew have you been hanging around?
I don't know. We got a special guest today, but he's really always our guest. He's always here.
Yeah. It's Jordan. Say hey to the crowd, Jordan.
Hey to the crowd, Jordan.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. Today, we have some very intermolesting topics. Since we haven't been on in a while, we're going to be covering some things that may not have just happened like now, but over the past month.
Yeah, kinda. A lot of this stuff is pretty recent, though. Well, starting off with Logan.
Logan.
It's
a good movie. I like
it was pretty good.
Thanks for ruining it.
We ruined it?
Well, no, I haven't seen any of it, and then I get on Facebook, and it's like, I love finding these in my lunchbox. Fruit roll-up, cinnamon roll, Logan dies. Thanks.
I didn't post that. That wasn't me.
Somebody did, though.
Fuck everybody.
Spoilers
Spoiler
have been
alerts.
everywhere.
I only post politics on Facebook, because that's the only place I can post them.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, you already know what happens in the movie, because everybody's been an asshole about it.
Yeah. We're going to go into spoilers.
Yeah.
Yay.
Spoiler alert, guys.
So, one of my favorite scenes in the movie, remember near the end, the big forest fight?
Yeah, when you get to see Wolverine, like, full-out Wolverine like we want.
Oh yeah, that was badass, but that's not my favorite part. It was whenever they were all going up to the dude, and they like started like the one girl started like sucking him into the ground or whatever. And the little fat black kid comes up and he's like zap 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 with its fingers just.
Yeah, well, his power is just static electricity.
Is that static shock? Is that supposed to be static shock? This is Marvel.
What is your superpower? I run across my carpet in footy pajamas and fuck people up.
I gotta come up with a good name for him. I've been thinking like a Electronig or something like that.
Let's shoot for slightly less racist.
Why slightly less racist? Yeah, isn't he supposed to be Mexican? I thought all those kids were supposed to be Mexican.
He is supposed to be Mexican. He's the only black kid, and for some reason they decided to make him like just chubby as hell.
Oh, you remember the leader of the group though, Richter?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he looked like the oldest one.
Does he have a scale?
No, he's supposed to be gay.
Huh.
Yeah.
They didn't really hint to that.
Well, he's like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the comics, he's supposed to be gay.
Sexual orientation is what I was thinking about when I was 12-year-old. More like, hey, I got markers. These things are cool. I was thinking more like, dick. Wonder what that tastes like.
Yeah, I hope they come out with a movie in the near future.
I hope they come out with Logan 2. Return of the Wolverine.
I hope they come out with a follow-up movie showing the kids more, though. Because Wolverine's daughter was badass.
Yeah, the rise of Electronig.
I hope they watch this and they name them that just because of you.
Man, I really hope so.
I feel like they might take a different route for that.
Static Nig.
Just me personally.
If they do it, I will see that movie at least 10 times. I will pay like how much was it, $80 to see that movie 10 times in theaters because it would be worth it.
Might stay home for that one.
It could legit just be him looking at the camera, just going zap 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 zap.
I would like to see a costume with like footy pajamas and a cape though. That'd be pretty baller.
That's what I did when I was a
You
kid.
got to see him run away in the forest. He's just running as fast as his chubby little legs can carry.
What I was wondering is why he was at the front of the pack.
Yeah, he was the fastest.
Fat people can be deceiving.
He was like...
He was outrunning Logan.
Fat people can be deceiving.
No, I also like the scene whenever they were in the car and Logan's like, this place is fake. It's all fake. It's a lie. It's from a comic book. And then she gets up, she looks at him, and she's just like, like just going off on him.
She goes off in Spanish.
She goes off in Mexican.
My favorite part was the commercial.
Yeah, Jordan hasn't seen it yet, but he did get to see the teaser trailer that comes before it.
Oh yeah, the Deadpool teaser. So let's talk about that, because we've thoroughly covered Logan now. It'd take like 7 minutes.
We've covered Logan and Mr. Static Nig, apparently.
I don't know, I gotta come up with a better name.
Yeah, I feel like Static Nig's not going to go over well with the public.
Nigtricity.
How about Black Power?
There's a new energy source I've been told about. From my friend David Duke. He's a Duke. His name is David.
Ben Carson swears this is the future.
He told me about a wonderful organization, the greatest organization, tremendous, the Triple K.
Oh my god.
And their new pure energy source, white power.
We go from talking about the Deadpool trailer to going to talking about the KKK and what Donald Trump thinks is
the Triple K.
Efficient.
Tremendous.
But yeah, the Deadpool teaser.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked that they had probably the most popular DC theme song in it.
Oh. What I didn't like was how they cut the Stan Lee cameo out of the theatrical version.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Probably shouldn't lean on this chair.
That chair's very unstable. It's rated for about 100 pounds.
Oh.
And also one of the legs is like fucked.
Yeah. It's rated for about 60 pounds. It's like... It's getting 8 times that right now.
But the Deadpool teaser was pretty funny. He like comes out and he sees a mugging going on. His fucking fucked up ass face looks over and he's like, "Not on my watch." And he runs off into the phone booth and starts changing. You can see Ryan Reynolds' bare ass up against the phone booth.
That was my favorite part.
Superman theme song playing the whole time.
If I die and get reincarnated, I want to come back as the button on Ryan Reynolds' ass pocket of his jeans.
Spoiler alert, he doesn't stop the guy from dying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that guy
takes a
just gets
really
fucking
long
shot.
time to get changed.
Yeah, that guy died. He's dead.
And then proceeds to lay across the corpse and eat his fucking ice cream.
And then it plays
Like,
some parable about the fisherman in the sea or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but really fast, you don't get to read it.
I read it. I paused it and read it. Just because I was wondering, like, oh, is this like the whole synopsis of the movie? Because that'd be pretty funny. It wasn't. Unless it is. Unless they're just going to copy that formula and do Deadpool.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Me neither. Also, the guy that's directing Deadpool 2, I think, I'm forgetting his name. He just came... He's never directed a movie before, I don't think. But he just came out with one. Just now. It's called Atomic Blonde, and it's getting pretty good reviews, and it looks pretty good.
Atomic Blonde?
Yeah, it's based on like a book or a comic book or something like that. And it's getting pretty good reviews, and it looks good. And it's starring Charlize Theron. You know, she played the retarded girl in Arrested Development. That's her most famous role.
Oh, yeah.
No, she was in Hancock, so she has a very good reputation with comic book movies.
She was the queen in the Huntsman.
I'm kidding. We're listing all of her worst roles. We're listing all the worst roles.
You didn't like Hancock?
No.
She's gonna be the new Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, that's right. Family.
They really...
What is your computer doing?
It's restart required. We'll restart your device outside of active hours.
Well, right now is an active hour, so please don't do it. Don't.
Don't hit restart now, please.
No, I'm clearing out all of these fucking notifications that keeps popping up.
We went to go see it with my mom, and the trailer for Fate of the Furious came on, and she was just coming back from like the bathroom or something, and she was about to sit down, and I looked at her and I was like, "Mom, look!" She's a really big fan of Fast and the Furious, and she turned around and I was like, "Family." She turned back. She's like, "Are you mocking me?" Yeah.
So I mean, is this going to be the last one, or how many others are we getting after this?
Until they stop making money.
That's not gonna happen.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, they're
back
going
when
to
I was
make them
coming up
until
as a kid,
all of
you know,
the actors are dead.
I'm a really big like car fan myself, so when I was coming up, Fast and the Furious was kind of like the movie we always looked up to.
It's not even about cars anymore.
It's I mean, it always had something to do with heists or some illegal activity going on, but at the same time, it's like it started off as, hey, let's rob a semi. It's like, hey, we can drive this fucking car through buildings. Let's do that. Dubai's not going to give a shit. We're just going to walk away from this.
They're like part of like some international spy ring. How did it go? How did it go from Fast and Furious 1 to Fast and Furious 7? What happened? Where was the point when it went crazy? I think it was Fast and Furious 4.
Yeah.
It was probably Fast and the Furious 4 because if you go in the order of release, it was Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, and then 4, I believe, is when they went to Mexico, and that's when like
that one was just called Fast and Furious.
That was the heist crazy shit. Everybody's driving their cars on trucks and getting illegally transported and shit.
It's pretty much my sex life.
And they had a really dumb person name the movie Fate of the Furious, and they didn't make it F8.
Well, I think it's like hashtag F8. It's like the
Fate of the Furious, and they spelled it F-A-T-E instead of F8 of the Furious.
That makes me want to fight somebody, honestly. Like, I don't know who y'all's coordinator was on that, but he really fucked up.
Like, it says Fate. 8.
I forget who's directing the movie. This isn't even on the list. Why were we talking about this?
Because we're talking about movies. The first 2 introductions to the list were movies.
Should I do a really bad segue again?
No, actually, let's go into the next movie on the list before we get into any of like the tech shit. Jason Momoa was cast in the Just Cause movie.
Now, is this the Just Cause in like the video games?
Yes. He's going to be playing Rico Rodriguez. Welcome
I'm actually
to the
pretty
island
excited
of
for
Panau.
that because I'm a fan of Jason Momoa myself. I mean, Conan wasn't that good of a movie. But
Game of Thrones.
I would love to see it do good.
I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan because I watched 6 seasons of it in like 3 days.
I would love for it to do good. He's a good actor, but every fucking video game movie somehow fucks up.
Mortal Kombat.
I heard Assassin's Creed pretty much fell on its face.
Yep.
And made a fool of itself, which really upset me because I'm
Mortal
a huge fan
Kombat.
of Assassin's Creed.
Mortal Kombat's the best one.
Mortal Kombat's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mortal
I don't
Kombat.
know.
What about Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li? It was awful. I hated that movie.
I think the worst like video game / TV show jump to like a live action movie was like Dragon Ball Z. Back when they come
Dragon
out
Ball
years ago.
Evolution?
Dragon Ball Evolution?
I saw that. I saw that when it came out in theaters.
I just... You do gotta admit, though, they got the Kamehameha perfect. How they have to do all those dance moves and get a little light
but
ball.
to me, Goku's a grown man that's like ass cooking. This dude's just like...
Well, no, this is supposed to be Dragon
This
Ball.
is supposed to be Dragon Ball, when Goku is a kid.
Yeah, they went right in between.
Terrible concept.
They put him in between what he's supposed to be.
No, have you ever seen
Dragon Ball's good.
Yeah, have you seen the
Him
Dragon
as a
Ball
kid's
anime?
good because he's a badass kid.
Yeah, but as the movie, it just kind of... He looks... That's not...
Yeah, that's because they made him a fucking teenager.
He also... have you guys ever seen the original anime?
He looks
Yeah.
like if Gohan had like a gay cousin hanging around that village at the time. That who he looked like to me.
No, dude.
You mean Goten? Goten?
Gohan.
Yeah, Goten.
Dude, Gohan was a fucking doofus, man. I hate Gohan.
He was the strongest out of all of them, though.
Gohan's a fucking nerd. I am the great Saiyaman.
That's his mom's fault. He listened to his dad in the first couple of seasons, and he was badass.
Man, I don't even like
to his
Goku.
mom.
I don't even like Goku. And Gohan's just a more retarded version of Goku.
I don't care what anybody says. My all-time favorite character from that show is going to be Piccolo because somehow you look at him and you just know he's green, but he's black.
Yeah.
You know that he's black. Like, he just straight thugged out and does not want to hear your shit. I'm in a pissy mood all time. I'm black.
I like Trunks because he fully embraces the edgelord.
Yeah.
He was like, not only can I go Super Saiyan, not only does my hair spike up, but I have a fucking sword. Seriously, guys, I'm for real.
And he doesn't just put the sword away. He has to throw it up and then catch it with the hilt.
Oh man.
Because gangster complications.
They should have made one episode where he throws it up, goes to catch it, and just sticks in his shoulder.
Sorry about your ears, but I feel like that was necessary.
Fuck their ears.
But okay, in the original Dragon Ball series, when Goku's a kid, he's never seen a girl before. The only other person he's seen was his grandpa. So he meets Bulma, and while she's sleeping, he goes over and like sees she doesn't have a tail, and like starts checking around that area. It's like, whoa, you're a weird person. And then he like sees her panties and he puts his hand on her pussy. And he's like, "Whoa, you don't have a penor?"
It's been so many years since I've had anything to do with Dragon Ball Z, honestly.
I've been thinking about rewatching it as soon as I get my TV back up.
Maybe. I mean, I was a fan of like the original games, just playing with my cousins on console.
Oh, dude, I got Dragon Ball Z Universe. That's fucking bomb as shit.
I never made it past Budokai Tenkaichi like 3.
Yeah, I played the shit out of that on the Wii. Did you gotta do like the actual Kamehameha? You're just like, Kamehameha dick. So let's see. Next
other
thing.
exciting news, kind of relating to movies. I had a TV. Now I don't.
Yeah.
Colin's brother put on VR, and he was having fun in VR. And then he decided he wanted to punch something.
So he stepped forward and just punched the TV.
living shit out of my TV. Like, I've punched my TV before in the VR. It's hard to break the TV.
And he's like 30 pounds and 9.
Yeah, and this kid punched the shit out of it. So I have half a
wouldn't talk
TV
any
now.
shit to him, because if you couldn't break your TV and he could, he might be something to watch out for.
Oh yeah, dude, he's Asian.
Oh yeah.
All right, Bruce Lee.
We say kick. We say punch. We really meant he roundhouse kicked it.
He two-touch spinning back kicked it. It was the greatest thing I ever seen. But I'm out of a TV, so.
Okay, so next piece of news: 1080 Ti.
I will be getting it
Yay.
very soon.
I will not.
Yay.
You'll get to witness me having it. I'm waiting for the Asus Strix one to drop, which will be this month.
I'll be extremely happy when you get that.
Yeah.
The 1080 Ti can apparently power Mass Effect Andromeda at 4K max setting 60 FPS.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, Jordan's buying my 1080 for $500, and then I'm upgrading.
Oh.
Yay.
Because I need that fucking extra 10 to 15 FPS.
Because I'm going from 2 of the frames to getting all of the frames.
So wait, I want to do a little segment real quick. It's not we haven't done this before. I just want to talk about the games we're playing because I've been playing Mass Effect and I want to talk about it.
Okay, sure.
So I've been replaying the Mass
Fuck
Effect
the script,
series.
just go ahead and talk about Mass Effect.
Who cares about the
It's
script?
free flow now. I might as well go get some food and come back in 20 minutes, see where we're at.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about the script?
The
But-
viewers.
No, they don't. They don't even see it.
Ryan Reynolds don't.
That's true.
He told Stan Lee to shut up.
But I was playing Mass Effect and I got back to Mass Effect 3. And in Mass Effect 3, the ship's AI, Edie, puts her consciousness into like a robot body. And Joker, who has a degenerative bone disease.
Is it because Batman punched him in his bones so many times? Or?
Probably.
Yeah.
He has a degenerative bone disease, tries to fuck Edie. Now, I haven't finished the game yet, so I don't know if this actually happens. Or I finished the game, I've just never taken this particular path. So I don't know if it happens. But we went to a nightclub, and he was like, "Hey, dude, so you think I can fuck that robot chick?" And I was like, "Man, I just fucked a blue alien. You can do whatever you want."
And you wonder why I don't take game suggestions for you.
It's a good game. It's a really good fucking game.
The crippled Joker's trying to fuck a robot. Got it.
Yeah. What have you guys been playing?
Counter-Stroke.
Yep, Counter-Stroke.
I also played that.
That's about it. I went back into my memories and remembered how much fun I had playing Call of Duty Black Ops, and then I downloaded it for the PC, and then I realized I immediately suck at this game. It was nowhere as fun as I remember.
Because the only people still playing Black Ops are the ones that religiously play Black Ops.
Yep. I beat Far Cry 4. That was fun. In
You
record
kinda
time
beat it.
too. I beat
It's
it in
not
like
record
7.
time.
I know, but I beat it in like 17 minutes. If
And
you don't,
7 of those minutes was loading screens and getting into the game.
nigga, I don't have loading screens. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but no, if you guys don't know, in Far Cry 4, whenever, what's his face?
Pagan men.
Yeah, whenever he gets up and leaves with the dude to torture him, he's like, "Hey, stay here, I'll be right back." If you just wait there, he actually does come back. And it'll be like, "Okay, come on, let's go do what you came here to do." And you put your ashes, or you put your mom's ashes at your sister's grave or whatever. And then you come out, and he's at a helicopter, and he's like, "Let's go blow some shit up." So you do.
Yep.
Which was funny because apparently that's a known thing now. Like, people went through the internet to find that. The first time I bought the game and I played through it, and then I was like, no, I'm going to restart, try the hardest difficulty, see how far I make it. Well, I got a phone call from my boss right when I started the game. So I stand up from the table, pegging me, like, hey, buddy, don't move. I'll be right back. And then I get a phone call, so I'm chilling there on the phone, sitting on my bed, and I'm talking, and about 10 minutes into it, he comes back into the room. I was like, oh, shit, what's going on? He's like, all right, come on, let's go throw these ashes over here. Let's go blow shit up. And I'm like, damn.
They really hint to it, though. He says, wait here, and also, the theme song to the game is the song, Should I Stay or Should I Go?
See, I'm not smart enough for all that.
So let's see. Next thing, Ryzen launch.
We barely
so
covered
Ryzen
the 1080 Ti. All we covered was that Ronnie was getting it and I was getting a 1080, and then we talked about Far Cry.
What else is there to cover?
It's bad as fuck. Next topic.
It's the most powerful GPU out right now. And it's the most powerful TI ever.
Yep.
And didn't from the specs we were looking at have one of the best cost of performance, didn't it? At launch.
Amongst high-end cards,
It's pretty good.
it's one of the best, yeah.
Well, I think frames per second at launch, it was the best. It beat out the 980 Ti, didn't it?
They beat out the 980 Ti by
Because
a
the
long
980
shot.
Ti started out at $650.
Yeah.
Doesn't this start out at 700?
Fucking ouch.
Yeah, this starts out at 700.
But I guess the
It's a lot
increase
more
is worth it.
powerful. Yeah.
So Ryzen launch. They launched the 1700, 1700X, and 1800X, right?
Yep.
See?
And apparently, people are giving it shit because it's not like amazing for gaming at 1080p.
Yeah. Apparently, like, if you have an i7 and you're thinking about upgrading to Ryzen because you think you're going to get a gaming difference, save your money.
If you do a lot of editing, though, multimedia production, I would say probably go with an 1800X.
Yeah,
Because apparently it's really good for that.
That's what I'm seeing is a lot of people that are really slamming the whole Ryzen lineup for all of its gaming capabilities and whatnot, but they're not looking at more of the productivity side of it. I believe if you're more like a productivity-based person, then it'd be a good upgrade for you. But personally, I've thought about going with the 1800X, and then I realized, mostly what I do is gaming. I might get in productivity later, but for now, I believe I'll be okay with I have a 6600K now, so maybe go to the 7600K if I decide for i7.
Yeah. Which, they shouldn't be slamming AMD for that, because it's the same way with Intel. You go to Intel's higher-end CPUs, like I have a 6800K, and you can overclock an i5 and make it game just as good. It's not until you start streaming or editing and stuff like that that you notice the difference.
Yeah. So the thing is, I might eventually go with Ryzen. I'm not going to anytime soon, because I'm literally just about to get an i5.
Mm-hmm.
But I might go with it at some point because I do like a lot of productivity stuff. Like I do a lot of image editing, video editing, recording, stuff like that.
What i5 are you going with?
6400.
I'll say the 6600.
No?
Okay. There we go. Worth the shot.
For how much?
I don't know. How much were you paying for the 6400?
180.
150.
You'll sell me that for 150.
That's what I got it for. I'm going for the 7700K.
You'll give me that for 150.
Yeah, the 6600K.
This weekend.
Not this weekend. I'm going to need it.
Oh, you can swap out the Pentium in there and you can play Counter-Strike just fine.
Oh no, I got rid of the Pentium already. I don't want it back.
No, you could just use it. If you give me that for 150, I will buy it from you. Yeah, the Pentium will get you through Counter-Strike fine. What's holding me back right now from getting like 100 FPS is the RAM, because I've got 4 gigs of RAM.
Which is why you wanted to buy mine 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a deal for you if you bought it.
Yes.
No computer.
Well, I mean, I get paid again in 2 weeks, so I mean...
Let me see if the stream's
go to
still
next
up. My
weekend.
computer's trying to fall asleep on me.
I might.
Alright, we're still good.
I might just see
Take
if
that
I do
150,
that.
throw it towards like a 7700K.
Yeah, something like that.
7700K gonna work in the motherboard I have now?
Yes.
Yeah. You might have to do a BIOS update, but...
You can do the BIOS update like after we get done with this.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, you just load it onto a flash drive and flash
You
your
don't even
BIOS.
have to do that anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's easier than that now.
I
think it's you download it in a software that Asus has, and your computer just restarts and it updates itself.
I was thinking about downgrading my BIOS so I could overclock the Pentium.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're getting an i5 soon enough, whether it's a 6400 or a 6600K.
Doesn't matter, but, you know. So next topic. Middle-earth Shadow of War. I'm the only one that has played Shadow of Mordor.
No, I played it.
You played it?
Not on PC.
Oh.
I played
Then
it.
that doesn't
really,
count.
It doesn't
the
even
really
count.
shitty version, as much as I hate to admit it.
Wait, was it on Xbox 360 and PS3?
It was PS4.
PS4.
No, that's not too bad.
Yeah, because the Xbox 360 and PS4 or PS3 versions didn't even have the Nemesis system, which is what made it so good. Although I was experiencing a weird glitch in mine. I don't know if it's a glitch or if they're fucking with me. But so you can there are like captains in the game, like chiefs or whatever. Yeah. You go kill them, and then like you can get like a rune from them. You upgrade your dude. But there was one of them that just kept coming back, and I killed this motherfucker like 6 times. And I was looking it up on Google. I was like, what the hell's going on? And it said, oh, sometimes they don't actually die. You have to make sure they're like decapitated and shit. But I did. I've decapitated this motherfucker. He came back with a bag over his head.
Huh.
So I don't know what's going on.
Hey, I was completely dead at one point. Like, my head was gone, but I seen this Walmart bag floating by, and I just threw it up here, and I'm Gucci, dude. I'm ready for round 2. Fuck with me.
But Middle-earth Shadow of War looks bomb as shit. The environments look a lot more colorful than the first one, because the first one was just like gray everywhere. I don't think I've seen anything
about Shadow of War, but Shadow of Mordor really isn't my type of game.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Shadow of Mordor, for me, was like what Assassin's Creed should be. It does killing people better than Assassin's Creed.
Mm.
Well, I haven't played
Assassin's Creed gets really
Creed.
repetitive with killing people.
Hmm?
Assassin's Creed has a problem of being very repetitive.
Yeah, but it's not because of the killing people part. Because that's pretty much all the first game was just setting up assassinations, right? But so far, like, lately it's just been, like, trailing missions and, like, go here and find this item, do this shit.
Yeah. Kill this person, but if you kill them in this way, then you get a little bit more percentage.
Yeah.
I don't know. When the game first came out and I got it, I really enjoyed the character of Altair. And then the second one was Ezio, and I really enjoyed that one too. And then third one, you come across Connor, and that was really one I probably spent the most time on, was just being out in the environment. And
I did not like Connor at all.
I really enjoyed it. When I seen the game and knew what setting the game was going to be in, I ordered the collector's edition with the metal case, and I still have the game in its metal case at my house. But after that, they come out with Black Flag and all these other ones, the Brotherhood.
I like Black Flag.
Black Flag is by far the best,
Which
but
is
it's
what
not.
I hear,
it's
but I
not. It's
don't-
not an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh no, it's a pirate game. You don't even become an assassin until like the middle of the game.
It's so fun. You need to play it.
But no, Assassin's Creed 3 for me was a big disappointment. First of all, because the ending. The ending was fucking retarded.
How did that end?
Okay, so there's like the orb thing, and Desmond has the choice to either touch it or not touch it, right?
Oh, and then at the very end, and he dies.
Yeah, and if he touches it, then it'll shield the world from this big solar flare coming. And if he doesn't touch it, then it won't. But if he touches it, he dies. Right? And then he finds out that Juno will be set free if he touches it, and she'll try to like come back and enslave the human race.
So you got a choice of let everybody burn to death or let everybody be slaves.
Yeah, although if he doesn't touch it, he's like promised that he'll survive the solar flare and he'll become like a new Jesus or whatever.
Fuck yeah, that route.
I'd have done that.
These games and their fucking choices, because I did not like the choice at the end of Far Cry 4 either. But I was just telling Ronnie the other day, because I don't think he got to that part where you have to have the choice of choosing between Amita and Sabal. I mean, if you choose to side with Amita, she basically makes everybody become slaves. Even children got to work, and you got to grow drugs. If you choose Sabal, he puts this little girl at the start of the game on a pedestal and treats her like a god, and everybody's got to bow to her. I chose Sabal just because I knew, like, at the end, I'm going to kill this motherfucker, so as soon as he turns his back to me, I'll blow him away.
I did not like either of them. I just went the route where you go with Pagan Mint.
I chose Sabal just because I knew that I could, because it gives you the option once you choose who you're going to side with to release or kill the other person, so I just killed both of them. So, in the end, with my gameplay, Amita died, Sabal died, and Pagan Men died. I did the smart thing, and I let him fly away, and then as you see him flying away, you shoot down his helicopter, and you get $50,000 next to his body. So,
Nah, I'm letting him live. He is the coolest person out there.
Yeah, he's voiced by Troy Baker.
Yeah.
not the coolest of the villains I've seen though. My favorite by far was Voss.
Voss was pretty good.
Voss was fucking crazy, and that's what made him so cool. He was very unpredictable.
Did you play through Far Cry 3?
Yeah, I beat it.
That game was trippy as fuck near the end. Well, it was trippy as fuck most of the way, but...
that Far Cry has been known for their fucking odd gameplay.
Yeah. Far Cry Primal's interesting.
Apparently they just copied the map from Far Cry 4.
You can kind of tell. Even the start of, like, this first mission is so similar. You feel like you're playing the same game at the very beginning.
How much time was between Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal?
Like, release?
Yeah.
Like a year and a half?
Yeah.
Probably more than enough time to come up with a new map, but...
Yeah, Ubisoft's lazy, though, man.
Yeah.
Ubisoft just pumps out a new game every month that has its own gimmick, and then people play it for a week, and they're like, I'm bored.
Yeah, so far, Primal's kind of boring.
Yeah. That's why I didn't buy it. I was like, interesting idea.
I only got it because it was in a bundle with all of the Far Cry's.
You could have gotten you could have gotten the good ones cheaper than that whole bundle. You could have gotten like Far Cry 3 and 4. Far Cry 3
I know, but I was like, hey, I can get all of them. And I already have Far Cry, what is it, Blood Dragon? Whatever. Yeah, I already have that one.
Arcade style odd weird one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
I already had that when I got it for free, so I was like, hey, if I get this bundle, I'll have all of the Far Cry games.
I don't enjoy very futuristic games, so it just really wasn't my style.
So, next story. A series of unfortunate events has been...
Canceled. Yep. It's done.
Nope, it got confirmed for a season 2. But they did it in a cool way. I haven't told you guys yet, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so basically, they put out a letter on the website from Lemony Snicket that was like, I'm here to inform you that unfortunately, Netflix has decided to renew this show for a season 2. The events which occur are very dark and traumatic. And against all my wishes, they have decided to proceed with season 2. Because many of you decided to binge this series. Binge being a word which means to indulge in great mass quantity or something like that.
I honestly didn't much care for the show. I think I made it into the second episode. I think for me it's more of Count Olaf. I mean, Neil Patrick Harris, he does a good job. Don't get me wrong, but I much prefer. Who played the
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was like the perfect Lemony Snicket for me, or not Lemony Snicket, Count Olaf for me.
I don't think it was like I don't think his portrayal was that great because he didn't really capture what I thought Count Olaf was supposed to be. Like he did a good job in himself doing it, but it wasn't really Count Olaf. It was just Jim Carrey in makeup.
Well, it may be just me because every time I see Neil Patrick Harris, I'm always envisioning Barney off of How I Met Your Mother, and that just doesn't feel like a Count Olaf for me. At any point, I'm waiting for him to say legendary.
A lot of his characters do feel like Barney.
It's because that's pretty much him.
Yeah.
Except not gay.
Yeah. I'm still not convinced he's gay. I think he's just punking everybody. Think about it.
He's going to pretty extremes, punk people.
Think about it. If everybody thinks he's gay, he can help girls change and stuff, and they feel comfortable with it.
Harold and Kumar 3.
That's what he portrayed in Harold and Kumar as well.
Exactly.
I don't know.
He's doing like the ultimate
change up. Because you got all these Hollywood stars that come out when they're 40 years old, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, I'm gay." Finally, feel like disclosing that to everybody, and he's just like gonna wait until he's 40. Hey, by the way, you all got punked for like the past 15 years. I'm not gay. Ha! Pussy is my favorite food.
You have a lot of girls come out. He helped me change every day.
So many lawsuits.
I let him hold my titties.
I don't know. I think I'd rather fuck a girl than just help her change.
Well, yeah, you do got those girls out there that are like, I wonder if I can fuck a gay man and turn him straight.
Maybe he's letting girls try. It's like, you can try and see if you can make me straight, I guess.
What kind of mutual agreement do you
I've
come
never
to
been
with
a
man?
girl before.
Like, hey, we're going to go out in public together with our adopted children, and we're going to kiss and be all lovey-dovey to one another. But we're also going to get poon on the side. And in like 20 years, we won't have to do this no more.
Okay, on to the next topic. A little less poon in this one, but I think it's worth talking about. Iron Fist.
A hippie with a strong hand. There's no poon involved in that.
He's not a hippie, he's a rich white kid.
Yeah, he looks very hippie. He shows up in his like knitted sweater and his curly hair, and I'm just like, hippie. Doesn't really look very rich to me.
It looks decent. The reviews are fucking abysmal. However, I looked at the reviews, and none of the reviews are like, well, the plot's bad, there's bad writing.
It's a white person playing an Asian character, although it's supposed to be a white character.
Well, see, the thing is, there have been Asian Iron Fists before, right? There's been a woman Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that the newest one, the most recent one, is Danny Rand, who is white. And that's who they're doing in the show. And it makes sense to do the newest one. And it seems so fucking ridiculous that they want to cast an Asian character for this role, even though the character's not supposed to be Asian. Like, I could understand if the character was supposed to be Asian and they come out and cast a white dude. I could understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, though. Because they're like, oh, this guy learns fucking kung fu or whatever, so he has to be Asian. That's racist.
That is really racist.
That's racist, y'all.
That's racist. Oh, that just that just grinds my dick off, man.
Ow.
Ow.
I don't know. Iron Fist just feels like something I'm going to be watching or connected to for a long time. I'm the type of person that it took me like 3 or 4 whole fucking years after Game of Thrones was out to actually watch it. And then once I watched it, I binge watched it. And now Luke Cage has been out for some time. I finally turned it on and I've made it through all that they have on Netflix. So
Did you watch Jessica Jones?
I have not.
Jessica Jones so far, I think, is my favorite one. My favorite one of the Netflix Marvel series.
The main reason I turned on Luke Cage is all the controversy around it. I mean, all the white people having a problem with mostly black cast. I mean, there's a couple white people here and
I
there.
haven't seen anyone have any problems with it.
I didn't have any problems with it because, one, it's a good show, and two, I mean, you got movies like, what is it, Gods of Egypt that just come out that had this huge $100-something million budget, and it's nothing but white guys.
God, Gods of Egypt was trash.
It was
That movie
fucking
was
terrible.
awful.
There's no white people in Egypt.
I mean, at this time, go back in history and point out the white men that accomplished it in Egypt around that time.
I mean, like, technically there were white people in Egypt, but there were not white Egyptians.
It was not predominantly a white nation at that time, no.
Yeah, because, like, the Romans went there. That's the whole story of, like, Cleopatra and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you look out into the crowd. I mean, the start of the movie where everybody's on the stage, and you look out into the crowd, and it's a sea of white.
I mean, granted, they're not going to be, like, full-on electro-nig status, but, like...
I'm not expecting
They're gonna be
99%
darker.
black cast, but I'm expecting a predominantly black cast. I mean, you got...
I don't think it should be black. It should be more, like, Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Because Egypt's, like, really close to the Middle East. It might even be considered part
But
of
it
it.
also does reside in Africa, so...
Yeah, but it's, like,
right
northeastern Africa.
I don't know, I just feel like there's way too many talented black actors out there that would have portrayed a god really well.
They should have put Rami Malek in it. They also should have had a better script.
Terry Crews.
I'm sorry, I can't look at Terry Crews without like jumping in my room from Old Spice.
No, okay, so
Would
there's
he
a
not
story.
portray a god perfectly, though?
If he played a hard ass, my favorite black actor to play a god would have been somebody like Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Because Idris Elba in real life is a badass. Like, he's 44 years old and he just competed in his first kickboxing match. Like, that's fucking gangster. He didn't do this on the amateur circuit. He went to the biggest stage there is currently in Glory Kickboxing, and at 44-year-old man just whooped somebody's ass at the highest level. He's a badass, dude.
Yeah, kind of like how Keanu Reeves trained for John Wick 2.
Yeah.
Fucking, I would not want to like piss Keanu off if he had a gun.
Just don't kill his dog or take his car.
Check and check. I'm leaving those alone.
Yeah. But no, there was a story a couple years ago. Someone posted a picture of Rami Malek working on, like, Night of the Museum 3. And, they were like, what? This white guy is portraying an Egyptian king? This is racist. This is racist and sexist, and it insults me and offends me.
It's 2017. Everything is racist at this point.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, Rami Malek's actually Egyptian. He's actually
what
an
else does
Egyptian
he play
dude.
in? What would I know him from?
He was from Until Dawn. He was in Mr. Robot.
Don't remember either of those.
Until Dawn's a PS4 game.
Did you know Keanu Reeves takes the bus?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the conversation, Ronnie.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about Keanu.
What is Rami Malek in? Not that, hey, John Wick takes the bus. He had a fucking M4 in his, like, coat on the bus.
Actually, did you guys hear they're making a reboot of The Matrix?
Really?
With Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised by him.
I like Michael B. Jordan.
He did a really good job in Creed.
Fant Four Stick.
Fant Four Stick.
No, he was good in Creed. I fucking love Creed. That's like the best Rocky movie since Rocky.
It's weird that... That's a weird movie to remake, though.
Yeah.
It's not outdated yet.
Wasn't that in the early 2000s?
That was 1999.
Yeah.
Right there at the turn of the century.
Yeah.
Well, now we have cell
I don't
phones.
think that's old enough to remake.
We've got cell
When
phones.
they remake old movies, I mean, it's like the reboot for Red Dawn, and Red Dawn was, would that come out in 84?
It made
Around
no
there,
sense
yeah.
to remake that movie.
No and yes, because it had such a huge cult following. Like, me and my cousin grew up on that, and every time we had, like, action figurines in our hand from the time we were 5 years old, we were fucking shouting Wolverine and getting cussed out by our grandparents for...
The only good thing they did in the
brutal.
remake was cast Josh Peck. He was perfect.
The only problem I have with Josh Peck being in that movie is Josh Peck used to be a little chubby little fucker, and now he's like on his little fitness kick. And right there at the point of the movie where he blows up the trader, if you notice, he pauses. We paused, and he's like flicking the dude off. He's shooting him the bird, and you can tell that hand used to be a fat hand. Like, there's so much extra skin on that hand. Like, his knuckles are just like 90% skin. I'm like, hey, fat hand.
Oh man, dude, that was funny. You've seen Red Dawn, right? The new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it, like Chris Hemsworth? I think he like goes up and gives Josh Peck a beer, and he starts like walking away, and he just gets fucking shot.
Fucking head blown off.
Oh man, I laughed so hard when that happened. That was supposed to be like a sad scene or something, like catch you off guard. God, that caught me off guard, but it was funny as fuck. I just saw Thor get his head blown off.
Oh man, I hope that happens in Ragnarok.
Hey, he was in another movie. Just 762 to the temple. He's good. We can end this shit.
Oh man, yo, Avengers 3 is shaping up to look pretty good. Like, I hope it actually changes the status quo of the Marvel movies, because Marvel's been getting stale as shit recently. Like, I did not like Civil War. The only good part about Civil War was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Black Panther.
They didn't really give him a whole lot to do.
Yeah. They showcased Spider-Man a little bit more.
He didn't have any quips. Where were the quips? The quips. Black Panther, why didn't you quip?
I don't know. They're just... I don't know how I feel about Spider-Man. I just feel like they haven't picked the right actor for
Tobey
him. So
Maguire.
I'm hoping that they get him
Tom
right.
Holland's pretty good.
Tobey Maguire, he felt odd for me.
Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, but he wasn't that great of a Spider-Man.
That I can agree with.
Andrew Garfield wasn't that great of a Peter Parker, but he kind of captured like the personality of Spider-Man, right? It really fucked with me though, because he doesn't do Spider-Man things when he's Spider-Man. He says Spider-Man things, but he doesn't act like Spider-Man.
He lets people die.
Yeah, like, okay, you've seen the beginning of Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Well, at some point, you know, it's like Spider-Man. Everybody gets one. They've already cashed in on their one, so he's getting tired of this shit.
Well, no. In the beginning of Amazing Spider-Man 2, whenever the dude that's going to become Rhino is driving that truck through the city, just fucking running over people, plowing through cars, people are fucking dying everywhere. He gets up to the car, he's on the truck, he's on the side of it, and he starts like quipping at him. He starts like making jokes and shit while he's running over people. And he doesn't do anything. He's just standing there like,
Who are they getting to play Rhino?
well, no, in Amazing Spider-Man 2, it was played by Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti as Rhino?
Hmm? Did you not see Amazing Spider-Man 2?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti played Rhino, and they put him on the posters and shit. He was part of like a big part of the advertising. They showed all his scenes in the trailer. He's got like 2 minutes of screen time.
Did he actually do a decent job? Because I don't feel like Paul Giamatti is a very good like Rhino in my mind.
I don't know. Paul Giamatti's like pretty good.
It's not hard to play Rhino.
My issue with it is that he was like really big in the advertising, and then he's in one scene at the beginning, and then at the end he gets his suit, and like there's just a scene where Spider-Man goes up and he's like, "Hey kid, get out of here," And then they're about to start the fight, and then the movie cuts off, and it's like the end. Yeah, that's all there was. That pissed me off. It also pissed me off about
Tom
Green
Holland
Goblin.
is starting to look good though.
What, you gay? You a homosexual faggot?
Like he's very awkward, which is pretty good for Peter Parker. Peter Parker's supposed to be awkward little fuck.
But he can still do the Spider-Man jokes when he's Spider-Man. He still acts like Spider-Man. I think at worst he'll be Tobey Maguire level. I don't think he's going to make the faces, though.
Yeah, we won't get those Tobey Maguire faces.
I'm just waiting for a new Punisher. Punisher's like by far my all-time favorite.
Oh, I think they're doing a Punisher show.
I'm pretty sure they are, just because what they captured in Daredevil. And I believe they may have found the right person to do Punisher this time. Like, who was it that played the original?
Thomas Jane.
Yeah, Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane did a decent job at what I thought was supposed to be a Punisher movie. Punisher Warzone was a pretty shit movie to me.
Yeah, it was
pretty fucking retarded.
It was a pretty bad movie. The guy that got to play him though wasn't that bad. It was just a bad movie.
He didn't really capture to me what was a good Punisher. Like I can't remember the guy's name who's going to be playing the Punisher now. He's from
John Bernthal.
Yeah, that's the dude from Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and he was in Wolf of Wall Street. Why don't you have your sister come over here and see my muscles?
The movie I watched recently, The Accountant. That was a fucking...
He was in that?
Yeah, it was a good movie. They had that on the plane. Thank God, because that movie was almost 2 hours, and that was what saved me from my shitty-ass passengers next to me. I sat down in between a gay black man that didn't talk to me the whole flight, which made it awkward, and the chick that I sat next to on my right looked like she lived to work out, and that was odd. Because the only thing she said is, I think I have a belt buckle up my ass. I was like, okay, well then stand up and get it, because I'm not about to help.
If he didn't talk to you, how'd you know he was gay?
Oh, trust me, you can tell. He ordered and he was like, hey, what do you have that's gluten-free?
Well, Karan's not gay.
Yeah.
He wore a fedora.
He might be.
Karan did wear a fedora.
Whenever he ordered, did a dildo accidentally fall out of his sleeve?
No, it fell out of his jeans pocket.
Ooh, that's worse.
Yeah, which seemed really hard to me because they were skinny jeans. Alrighty then.
This is a pretty good return to form for Nerdsplain.
Yeah, this has been a good one.
After the secret episode. Shh. Don't talk about it.
I feel like half the topics up here we spent a lot of time getting away from, and then the other topics were just like, alright, let's touch on these for like 10 seconds into the next. Like, the topic that we talked the least about was 1080 Ti. We talked about 1080 Ti. It's badass. Jordan's getting my 1080. Ryzen.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how we run the show, though.
Yeah, we just roll through things.
Yeah. Catch you next time on Nerdsplain.
See you later.
Ah!